Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to another visit to the insane asylum known as WFAN.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny fun.
And welcome back to the Baseball Head 3, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. As you know, Carton is going to be returning back to WFAN sometime in January. They haven't officially announced it. Word is that they haven't officially signed the papers, signed the contract for Carton's return. He hasn't really left WFAN. He's been having this sort of gambling show, this gambling addiction show on the weekends. I wonder if he's going to do it on Saturday, or he's going to continue doing that. But it's been very disruptive to the whole entire station, and it's really the media. People have been talking about it. That's why I've been doing these videos like crazy this week. Wonderful news for the Baseball Hut 3. Talking about the media and a rather big subject. WFAN videos, those are my best videos. They really are. Always been my best videos on this platform, I gotta say. So I thank them for many years, helping all my channels get monetized. Especially the Baseball Hut 2 and hopefully this one. So hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 100 subscribers. That'd be great. Didn't think I'd get you this quickly. I mean, the first Baseball Hut I got to, it took me 2.5 months to get to 100 subscribers. It's going to take me about less than a month. But something happened last week that's sort of been forgotten about, which was disruptive to the radio station. And that is the night guy, Keith McPherson, who'd been there for 4 years, just decided to step down and leave his show. It was such a bizarre 58-second clip of him on social media saying that he was leaving WFAN, that he was not going to do the show anymore, that he was moving on for his family. Well, I say that because a lot of times when people leave that are kind of weird situations, it's always for their family. So they always say. But I wonder if he left because he so the writing on the wall, didn't want to get fired. That he might have been in big trouble with his program. This was probably the least popular host at the station. He did not treat his callers with respect. He didn't really treat the audience with respect. He was a bit of a dick, to be honest with you, from what people have said. He's very not the most. He doesn't have the most scintillating intellect online. I mean, he's a bit of a jerk. And people never say anything really nice about him. When I've done videos on him, which hasn't been too many over the years. But let me just read you what happened here and just give you an idea of who he is. This is from Radio Insight. Keith McPherson steps down from nights at WFAN. Keith McPherson has stepped down from his role as the regular night host at Odyssey Sports 660 WFAN 101.9 WFAN FM New York after 4 years in the role. McPherson joined WFAN in November 2020 to succeed Steve Summers, me here, you there, in the nighttime slot. At the time, he was a newcomer to radio, serving as social media manager and podcast host for John Boy Media, social media strategist for Transition Sports and Entertainment, manager of digital marketing and strategy for Rock Nation Sports, social media manager for Fubo TV, social media coordinator for MTV Networks. Well, there you go. An MLB Fan Cave representative, whatever the hell that means. And making the announcement, it was almost like a hostage tape, if you've seen it. Just complete, you didn't blink. It's like blink, maybe he was being held hostage. McPherson said before anyone hijacked the story and said I was fired or my contract is up. I wasn't fired. I'm not quitting. My contract is not up. I'm making a personal change that was necessary for myself and my family. Blink, Keith, blink. But, this is a very bizarre situation. And the fact that he left just like that, out of nowhere. And this happened during the morning program of Norman and Gio. Norman and Greg. When Greg met Norman, I wonder if he saw the writing on the wall and decided, well, maybe I'll step down, take a step back from this. instead of getting fired, maybe they told him they were going to move him around a little bit, and he might not have been too happy about that. Maybe part of it is because of his family. I don't know. And, he's one of these guys that you really don't want to talk about him. I mean, these were not my best videos talking about this guy, but I wonder if he left because he saw the writing on the wall. I hate to keep going back to that point, but I wonder if that's true. But we'll never know, I guess. But I thought that talking about him, sort of forgotten about. Because Carton has been like a tsunami going into sports media talking about this stuff. So, well, you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, if you want WFAN videos, I'm gonna keep doing it. I got more stuff on the WFAN, and there's so much going on with this radio station. Again, this is why I called the Insane Asylum, because of this stuff. But thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Head 3, and I'll see you later.
They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. To the funny fun.